What's up, homies? My name is Matt, and today I'm wearing my comfiest shirt because today we're scrolling through TikTok looking for bad financial advice. I don't know about you guys, but lately for me, I've just been seeing awful financial advice coming across my newsfeed on different social media platforms. And I'm not actually on TikTok, but it doesn't matter what platform you're on, because no matter where you are, you're gonna see TikToks. And for me, since I'm in the finance space, the targeted ones towards me are financial advice. Before we get into it though, smash that like button. I found this compilation here that looks promising, so now let's get into it.
Number one, go lower than you even thought.
I'd give you $5 max. I would do $1. Would you consider $5 for this?
The biggest mistake that people make is they offer what they want to pay. They have it listed for 20, you want to pay 15. You say, hey, can I have it for 15? No, you offer 8 because you might be able to land on 13. Worst case, 15. When you offer 15 when somebody's got it at 20, you end up paying 18, dick.
So Gary Vee, he's got a point here, but you also don't want to look like a jerk, because when you're negotiating with people, you got to remember they are people and they're trying to make money too. And so I get what he's saying. I do this a little bit, but I don't lowball people as much as he does. That's crazy.
3 tips to get the best deal at a car dealership. Number 1, go in at the end of the month, towards the end of the day. Most dealerships have sales targets they need to hit.
True.
Number 2, don't go in on a Saturday. That's their busiest day. Losing one sale won't bother them.
That's true. And that one, actually, I was explaining to my wife like a week ago, because right now we're talking about, she's already said yes, but I haven't decided whether we're actually going to spend the money. It's in the budget. We could do it just fine. But we're talking about buying another motorcycle right now. I don't need to sell you on it, but we're talking about doing that right now. And she was saying that I could go talk to a salesman on the day that we were there. But we were just walking through a dealership on a Saturday. But really, you don't want to buy a vehicle on a Saturday or on a Sunday, because those are busy days where they know they have other customers. So when you want to negotiate with someone like that, you want to do it when they're concerned about losing that sale if you walk away. So don't try and negotiate on a weekend. Go in like Tuesday afternoon.
Number 3, never tell them that you're paying in cash.
This guy's smart. This guy is smart. A dealership, whether it's a car dealership or a motorcycle dealership, they want to make money off of your purchase. And so they're going to do that by financing that for you. And so if they know that they're going to make, a few hundred, maybe a couple thousand, depending on how expensive the vehicle is that you're purchasing, then they might be more willing to haggle on the price a little bit. But if they know that you're going to pay in cash, they're not going to budge on price, because they know that they're not going to make extra money over the years. So don't tell a dealership that you're going to pay in cash until the very end when it comes down to actually giving them the money. Up to that point at the very end, you should be talking as if you're going to put down a small down payment and then finance it over a long period of time. Talk about, I'd be open to doing that, because, if the deal was right, maybe you would be open to that. You're not lying to these people here. But really, if you're going to pay in cash, don't tell them that until the very end.
They make most of their money from the finance, so keep payment talk until the end when you have the final price. Good luck.
I want to buy this house for $500,000 and the bank offered me a 15-year or a 30-year mortgage. Which one are you going to go with then? I was thinking the 30-year because the payments are a lot smaller, $1,700 a month compared to $2,700. I see, but you'll pay more than double in interest. You'll end up paying $211K in interest with a 30-year mortgage versus $99K in the 15-year. Really? Well, surely there are some advantages to the 30-year. The advantages are mostly the lower payment, which will free up money for other goals like saving and investing, but it means you'll be in debt for way longer.
Okay, so I wanted to stop it here because look at the screen right now. He's saying that the advantages of a 30-year is you'll have a lower payment, flexible options, including refinancing the home, and then you could also qualify for a bigger house. All of those things are true. For a 30-year mortgage, especially at a time like this, take the 30-year. It's going to give you the flexibility to where you can pay extra if you want to, like a 15-year, but you don't have to. If you've got a hard month, hard year, whatever, money's tight, you don't have to make that double payment. So especially at a time like right now when rates are super low, you can be taking out the 30-year mortgage, and then instead of paying off your house early, getting rid of that 3% interest that you'd be paying to them, you can take that extra money that you would have been paying, put it into the stock market or somewhere else, get a 7 to 9% return, and in the long run, you'll end up having more money.
Let's say you wanted your newly born child to never have to worry about retirement. If you put $10,000 into an investment that made 8% growth when your child was born, they would have almost $1.5 million at retirement age. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but I know it's doable. Discord coming soon.
Okay, this guy is a genius. And this is something that I've been thinking about actually, because let's think about the Social Security issue that we have in America. I don't know about other countries. I'm sorry, I'm not as familiar with your pension plans, retirement plans. But anyway, in the USA, we have this thing called Social Security, where basically everyone who works throughout their life has taxes taken out of their paychecks, and you're paying into this Social Security plan that's going to pay you a monthly benefit once you reach a certain age and officially retire. The issue, though, is that people are living longer, and we've got more people drawing money from this fund than there are people putting into the fund. So at this point, there's a lot of concern, or at least there should be, about the amount of money that's going to be available for people my age when we retire. But something I've been thinking about, and what this guy's thinking about as well, I don't know if he's thinking about it on a public scale, but what if instead of the government having all the citizens pay into Social Security and the government putting money into the Social Security program, it'd be much cheaper for them if when a baby is born, they give you $6,000 and it's immediately invested into some account where it grows 7 to 9%. And by the time you reach the age of 60, you will be a millionaire guaranteed. 60 years of compound interest just off of a $6,000 investment will make you a millionaire. It'd be easier and cheaper for the government. I don't know if anyone's going to do that. It's probably not an issue that's really weighing on politicians' mind right now. They're trying to get reelected, and it's not that exciting of a topic. But I think it's exciting, and I would want to see an idea like this implemented, or at least talked about and debated. So this guy's a genius.
Here's the most underrated career advice I ever got. I wish someone told me this 10 years ago. Here it is. Treat your 20s as a time to experiment to find your purpose. And
I can already tell where this is going. He's using that music where it's like, wow, what am I doing with my life? And I'm sure he's going to talk about like, find your passion, find what you're meant to do, explore yourself, live in a van, do a lot of hiking and camping, and really just like find your energy.
don't fall into a job because of the financial security. If you're in your 20s and you don't know what the you want to do, that's okay.
We don't say that word on this channel.
Most people have no idea what the they want to do, and they
don't
don't have the balls to go out there and actually try. They convince themselves the only option is to sit behind the desk for the rest of their life, and they...
Okay, I don't know if he realizes this, but there's literally a desk in his background, and he's not sitting at it, but there is a desk, and it looks like it's in his office that he uses. Just saying.
Never take a chance and go for it. So that whisper you hear in the back of your head pulling you towards comedy or podcasting, whatever the it is, use your 20s to experiment with your purpose. And once you find it, take jobs that align with that purpose. Because all the bullshit in your life, all the struggles you have to go through, are a little bit easier to handle when you feel like you're doing what you were put here to do. And if you're gonna go broke, do it before you're 30. So get off your ass, find your purpose, and once you find it, hold down the fucking gas pedal.
We don't say those words. Don't listen to what he's saying. We don't say those
Follow
words.
these 3 steps and you'll become a millionaire. Step 1, get a full-time job. It's consistent and it's gonna pay the bills.
I love how this guy is like saying the complete opposite of what the last guy just said.
A full-time job will teach you how to work hard and value your money more. Fortunately, a lot of people just stop on this step, which leads me to step number 2, start a side hustle. Starting a side hustle, you're gonna do something.
That's true. Start a side hustle. Everyone should have a side hustle, whether it's photography, freelance video editing, baking goods, flipping stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Do something. Make more money than your salary.
Something that you passionately love, because let's face it, a lot of us hate our 9-to-5 job. And also with the side hustle, you'll probably make more money because now you're your own boss. But don't stop there, because now you can go to step number 3, invest your money. By investing your money, you're not going to be working hard for your money, but you're going to let your money work hard for you. You want to be able to make money when you're sleeping, or watching Netflix, or when you're at the beach looking at the sunset. By investing, money's just going to go into your bank account automatically without you having to do anything, which is why you should...
He leaves you hanging there. I don't know what he was going to say at the end, but that's true. If you want to make money while you sleep or money while you're not at work, then you need to be investing. I've got a little brother and sister, and one time I just had them staying with me and my wife for like a weekend, and I told them, hey, have you guys seen me go to work today? And they're like, no. I'm like, yeah, I didn't go to work, but look how much money I've made today. And I just like pulled up my Robinhood account at the time, and I was like, yeah, I made $120 today. And they're like, what? And so I explained how investing works and like what stocks were and how you're buying like part ownership of a company and they pay you money for that. And it's awesome. If you're not investing, you should be.
Top things to look for at a garage sale. Number 1, electronics. they're everywhere, they just work. Number 2, stuffed animals. Absolutely everywhere, 25 and 50 cents if you have a tiny budget, $10 on the flip, you keep about 7, you always charge shipping. Stuffed animals are a huge game. Mug life, you know I love that mug life. Again, a lot of my thinking is for people that have less than $50. These 25 and 50 cent mugs that go for 10 to 25 a piece really matter. And number 4, toys.
So I don't know that I fully agree with what Gary Vee said, because most of the toys that you see at a garage sale are like, it's like what comes in the McDonald's Happy Meal. And the electronics are probably old. Some of them might be worth something, but I don't know. Garage sales are tricky.
Take a $200,000 home. This home is going to go up 4.58%. Let's just round. I go to superior markets where I get really high appreciation. Let's call it today 5%. What is 5% of $200,000? That it is $10,000. So by the way, if you buy this property today, next year, it is worth, on average, $10,000 more. So what if you held this home for 5 years? 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000 plus, that's $50,000. By the way, that's simple math. It actually compounds. It's exponential. It actually is bigger than that. What would happen if you owned 10 homes? Well, instead of $50,000 in 5 years, 10 homes, 10 times 50,000, that's $500,000.
Okay, so I love that this is me reacting to Ryan Pineda, reacting to Chris, I forgot his last name, but love that. And one thing that he didn't mention was the cash flow that you get from real estate. He's just talking about the appreciation of your property, which totally makes sense. 5% a year, that's totally doable. It's not unrealistic. There's going to be times where the market's down a little bit, but 5% is totally realistic for real estate to appreciate every year. In addition to that appreciation, though, you should also be looking for a good deal where you know you're going to get some good cash flow. After all your expenses, after you paying the mortgage, you should be getting some cash flow from rental income. So real estate is a great investment if you do it right. There's bad deals out there too, watch out for those. But if you do it right, real estate can really make you a millionaire. So honestly, that wasn't that bad. I expected it to be a lot worse being TikTok financial advice, but most of that was pretty good stuff. It didn't all tell the full story, like the real estate investing example and the difference between the two types of mortgages, but I recognize that it's hard to give a ton of information just on a platform like TikTok. But guys, that's it for today's video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and if you have something like this you want me to react to or to give my thoughts on, go ahead and drop a link to it in the comments and I'll check it out. As always, I love you guys and I'll catch you next time.